In today's video, I'm going to be showing you an entire month of zone cleaning. This is Flylady Zone Cleaning. I am going through my house and I am cleaning zones 1 through 5. I am starting in zone 1, which in my house is my entryway, my laundry room, and my office. Now you'll see in this video, I only get to one thing here in the entryway. I am cleaning my front door. The rest of my entryway was cleaned like the week before I started back to zone cleaning. So it just wasn't necessary for me to do. And then here in a few minutes, you will see that I do tackle some things in my laundry room. Before we get into all of that, I want to say welcome to Carry Grace. My name is Nikki and I am so glad that you are here. We are going to get so much cleaning done in this video. And if you're like me, you're going to be so surprised at how little time this takes. Alright guys, so for me, I'm in zone 1, which is my entryway. And while I'm in here, I wanted to show you some progress right here. I'm hoping that this will kind of help you guys see that everything doesn't happen all at one time. That's okay. Decorating your home takes time. All right, so last time I left off, I had just purchased frames to go on this table and these baskets, and I finally filled them up with family pictures, and I'm so happy with how they turned out. I've got sweet family pictures. Alright, so this black frame, I want it to stay here, but I'm not happy with this print in here. I actually really like this print, just not right here. It's not the right thing for right here. I'm trying to get rid of all the glares. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do here. I haven't found a picture that I have that is good enough quality that when it's blown up, it will do well there. But I definitely need something lighter toned, because I do have some black down here, but I've also got a lot of cream. So I feel like this, because it's a black frame, it needs like something creamier and lighter. I don't know why I'm saying creamy, that's weird. Something lighter inside. So it takes time, guys. All right, so now we are in my laundry room and I need to tackle a few things in here. You can see I've got some cleaning supplies that need to be put away. I've got some things down here that need to be put away. And then I also need to do some cleaning. I really want to dust like the baseboards and things. I need to fill up my container with more laundry detergent. I buy this Tide in bulk, and so I like to just refill this container so that it's easier to deal with on the daily. And then we're just going to do a few things in here. Flylady Zone Cleaning is simply taking 15 minutes a day to do your deep cleaning in whatever zone that you are in. So like I said, this is zone 1. We're going to go through all 5 zones, and you will see that each week I do things a little bit different. Sometimes I do a zone a few times a week. Sometimes I do just one day of zone cleaning. I am learning that I have to just kind of go with the flow with this and just do the best I can. I had to let go of perfection and know that I am not going to zone clean every single day for 15 minutes and keep things 100% perfect. It's just not going to happen. But knowing that I only have to take 15 minutes here and there to work on some of these deep cleaning tasks has made the biggest difference in our home. So the purpose of this video is not to show you how to be perfect at zone cleaning every month. This is just showing you that even taking 15 minutes one day a week or 2 or 3 days a week and not doing things perfectly, all of these little things are going to add up and it's going to make a big difference. So this is a video that I'm going to start doing once every month. I just feel like it's going to be a good way for you to realistically see how many things you can get done and how much of a difference that it makes.
used to use a lot of like rags and microfiber dusters and things like that when I dusted, but I realized that Swiffers, even though I don't like paying for them, I feel like they do a better job and they make my life easier because they're super quick and I don't have to wash them. The biggest thing is they're quick and I feel like they hold on to the dust better. And so this is something that I've started doing and I'm just really happy with it. They work great on baseboards. One thing that I've noticed is that if I use a Swiffer like on doors and baseboards and things like that, it's not very often that I'm going to need to get like a damp cloth and really wipe down baseboards. Now, I'm not saying that I won't ever have to do that, but keeping them dusted regularly, like once a month, it really is making a huge difference. So right there you see I just threw a rug in that hamper. That rug has been in my laundry room for a little bit because I need to clean it with my carpet shampooer. I spilled something on it, and so that is something that is going to be happening in this video because I have got to take care of it. But as you can see, this Swiffer, I use it to pretty much wipe down all the baseboards. I used it for the washer and dryer, the doors. You're going to see me use a lot of these in this video. Like I said, it's not the most economical, but I've decided that for me, it's something that I am willing to spend the money on because of the time that it saves me. Because I was only mopping this laundry room, I didn't want to get out my spin mop and use the hot water and Tide and all that. So I just grabbed my e-cloth. I run this under really hot water, wring it out, put it on this mop, and then I just mop super quick and it does the job. Everything is nice and clean, and so now we are going to mark things off in my planner. Now what I'm doing this month is I just chose to write down 4 or 5 things. Some zones I do 6 things, it kind of just varies, but I'm just writing down a few things that I know I want to tackle in each zone. Now eventually I'm sure that I will make myself like a running zone list where I kind of go through it, you know, line by line as I get to things, but for right now this is just how I want to do it. And the biggest reason is because it is helping me feel less overwhelmed. I feel like if I started with a long list of things that I wanted to do, it would be easy for me to get overwhelmed. So right now, this is how I'm doing it. I'm just kind of showing myself what I did in each room. I actually zone cleaned a different day in the office, but I didn't film it. It was a day that my kids were in there doing school, and I don't usually like to include them in videos, so that's why.
We're getting ready to start on zone 2. It's going to look a little bit different than zone 1 because I've told you guys that I actually have a kitchen day during the week. So on Monday, I already cleaned out my microwave, wiped down my stainless steel appliances, cleaned out the toaster oven, and wiped down my backsplash. And what else did I do? Clean the stovetop. So I don't have a whole lot I have to do, but there's definitely still some things that need to be done. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to wipe down the cabinet doors just real quick. I'm going to degrease the filters that are in like the bottom of the microwave, and then I need to shampoo the rug that goes on my floor right there. It has been in my laundry room for longer than I even want to talk about. We're not going to do that today, but we will do that this week. And then I'm also going to write in wash kitchen rug. That is this rug right here. I had to wash that yesterday when I was doing my kitchen things. I've mentioned that when I do my kitchen things, I'm also usually doing some food prep and stuff like that. And I dumped ketchup all over it, so I had to wash it. So we are going to mark that off. So today, real quick, we're going to do wipe down cabinets and then degrease the filters. I'm going to start with the filters so that I can spray them and leave them in the sink while I wipe down the cabinets. And real quick, I want to show you this thing because I cleaned out my microwave yesterday and I cleaned this. This little thing is so handy. I got this on Amazon. It's just a plastic cover that goes over your plates in your microwave, and when it's not in use, it has magnets in it and it will stay on the top of your microwave. So that keeps my microwave pretty clean most of the time. I just do a super fast wipe out, clean this every couple of days, and it stays nice and clean.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the filters and my vent hood. I'm going to spray them down with a degreaser. Let them sit in the sink while I'm wiping down cabinets. That way the degreaser can do the bulk of the job. You can see these are not really that dirty. However, I have had some get really dirty, and that is because I did not maintain them regularly. So doing this, even though they don't look super dirty, will keep them in really good condition. So that's why we zone clean. We do things regularly, and it helps us stay on top of things so that things are easy to clean, and then we can clean faster because we're not having to scrub everything. Now, there's definitely things we're still going to have to scrub, but some things are a lot easier to clean when you maintain them properly. So we will scrub these after they have sat for a little bit. Now I've got a damp e-cloth and I am just wiping down the fronts of my cabinets. I'm not sure you could tell when I sprayed these down with the degreaser that I was almost out of degreaser. I used what I had. Had these been bad, I would have grabbed some Dawn Power Wash and sprayed that on there. That would have worked really well. But like I said, these weren't terribly bad, so I just put a little dish soap on my scrub brush and I'm just going to give them a quick scrub.
All right, so while I'm right here in the kitchen using some things, there's a couple of things I want to give you guys an update on. These are products that I did in a Target haul recent-ishly, and now that I've been using, I don't like them. Now, I'm really good about sharing with you guys the things that I really enjoy, products that I like, things that make my life easier, but sometimes I don't think to show you the things that I don't like. So I've got two things that I don't like, and I'm gonna show them to you. All right, so the first one is this dish brush. It is the Scotch Brite version. You can put soap in it if you want to. The bristles, I don't feel like hold it very well. I also don't feel like I have very much leverage when I'm using a brush like this. I still prefer the round one that has the little knob at the top that's just real short. I feel like it's a lot easier to use. This I'm not a fan of. The other thing that I don't like, and this I'm really sad about because it was not cheap. This thing was like 20 bucks. This is the OXO kitchen caddy, and this comes off, like it's got holes in there so things drain well. You can pour the water out. You can take this off. You can clean it inside. The reason I don't like it are a couple of reasons. Number one, this is supposed to be stainless steel. I used the Scrub Mommy Power Paste and a Scrub Mommy. I don't know that I've talked about these other than that haul. I hauled these in the same haul. These two things I like a lot. So I used this. You're supposed to be able to use this and not scratch stuff. I used that to clean this one day, and now it's all scratched up. I don't know that you're really going to be able to tell, but it looks terrible and I don't like it. The other thing is I feel like even when you put something in here, depending on how this lands, water ends up, usually it goes like this, and water goes all over my counter, which is just not cool. So I'm not a fan of this. I don't like this brush, so save your money. Don't waste it. However, a Scrub Mommy Power Paste is great. I have been using this to clean my stainless steel sink. I use it for the top of my glass top stove. And I also, you may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, I did a reel where I showed you how I cleaned my oven, the inside of my oven, in less than 5 minutes using this. And this, it was great. So this is a winner. This is good. I like the Scrub Mommy that comes with it. The difference in the Scrub Mommy and the Scrub Daddy, if you don't know, you can see this has like a, this has two sides, the Scrub Mommy. It's hard to pick up on camera. One side is, there you go, you can see it now. One side is a lot more abrasive. It's still not gonna scratch things, but it's more abrasive. And then this side is soft like a sponge. The Scrub Daddy is just like the abrasive all the way through. So that's the difference. I really like the neutral colors. I like the gray and the white. They are a little bit harder to find, but if all you can find are the bright colored ones in your store, they are still good and very much worth it. So there's just a quick update on some products that I use in the kitchen and ones that I need to replace. Here is what that Power Paste looks like. It's just like a hard clay, and then you damp, you get your Scrub Mommy or Scrub Daddy damp. You just kind of put it in there, get some product on there and scrub. And this thing is gonna last a while. Like you can actually take it out. That way you can kind of see how much is in there. I feel like this is gonna last a pretty good while. I'm normally a huge fan of Barkeeper's Friend for my stainless sink, and this actually does a better job. It just, for whatever reason, makes it shinier. So when I shine my sink at night, I don't use this every single night. A lot of times I still do use the Barkeeper's Friend, but every couple of nights I use this, and when I wipe it, it is so shiny. And I'm telling you, it is wonderful on your glass top stove.
We are moving on to Zone 2, Day 2, and today is the day that that rug is finally going to get shampooed. You guys, I do not know why I have put this off for so long. It is absolutely ridiculous. This is why I am going back to zone cleaning. For whatever reason, it just helps me. Something about knowing that I can just set my timer for 15 minutes. I can just get some things done and then I can stop. It has just made all the difference for me. So, shampooer out, carpet getting cleaned. It's a good day. Alright, so it's looking like 2 days of zone cleaning a week is kind of what I'm accomplishing, but that's okay because some zone cleaning is better than no zone cleaning, and you can see that I got several things done that needed to be done, and we are going for progress, not perfection. Alright, so now we are in Zone 3, which is my living areas. I've got to clean blinds. I want to wash the blankets that are in my living room, and then I'm going to shampoo rugs. I decided that because it's like spring cleaning time, that this is a great time for me to tackle rugs. This is something that I do like to do. I try to do it every season, every quarter, so this is the month that it's happening. But before we get into cleaning rugs, first we are going to dust blinds. And again, you can see I've got my handy dandy Swiffer out, and it is helping me do this job very quickly. Now, I will say that in the beginning of this video, I didn't really think to pull out my timer so that you could see how long these things were taking me, but I really did not spend that much time. You will see a little bit later in the video as I get to some of the zones that I did start timing myself. And when I actually really was timing myself, I was shocked at how little time these things take. You guys, one of the things for me that causes me to procrastinate is thinking that things are going to take a really long time and feeling like I need really big chunks of time set aside to do these things, and that is just not the case. Seeing how little time this stuff takes makes me realize that I really can just fill these in the little gaps that I have during the day. And if I can do it, you can do it. Get out the timer, for real. It makes a big difference. Alright, so today we are going to clean rugs again. I have got this rug right here at the back door that I'm going to clean. I'm going to clean the large area rug right there in the living room. And then I'm also going to move chairs around the dining room table. And I am going to shampoo the rug that is in my dining room. And that's all that I'm going to do this day. But I'm telling you, cleaning rugs is seriously one of my favorite things. Number one, it makes your house smell so very good. Number two, there is something about it that is just like therapeutic almost. I don't know what it is, but this is a task that I really and truly enjoy. Number three, this is actually really, really easy. I had not really owned a carpet cleaner until we moved into this house. This house has carpet in the bedrooms, and we just decided that getting a carpet shampooer would just be a really good thing to do. This is the Bissell Pet Pro, and the thing that I like about it is it has two different kinds of cleaning that you can do. You can do like a deep clean, which is going to leave your carpets and things pretty damp for just a few hours, and then there's also an express clean. In the express clean, you can use it and your carpets are pretty much going to be dry in about 30 minutes, and that is the setting that I use most of the time. I just like that it's super quick. We're not having to wait on things to dry, and it just makes a really big difference. You'll see at the end of this all of the junk that it pulled out of the carpets. The water was disgusting, And so even if you think your house is clean, your rugs are clean, if you don't have a carpet shampooer, I definitely recommend getting one. And now for the really satisfying part, we are going to dump out that nasty water. This still had like some chunky stuff in it, so I ended up having to rinse it out in the tub just to get the rest of it out. But look at this. You see all that stuff? If you have rugs and carpet, I highly recommend investing in a carpet cleaner. So now real quick, I'm going to head to the living room and I'm going to grab all of our throw blankets, and I'm just going to throw these in the washing machine, and this will be the rest of the zone cleaning that I wanted to do in my living areas. So you can see I did not spend a lot of time. I did all of this very quickly. All right, so today we are jumping into zone 4, which is bedrooms. Now this is all bedrooms for us, and this is the day that I finally decided that, hey, I should use a timer so that you can see how long this is taking me. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is you can see that my bed is not really made, and that is because this was the day that I was washing sheets. So I pulled up my covers, and then I also put another blanket down there at the end of the bed that I can throw in the washing machine. I did that so that I could dust this fan really well and not really think about all the things getting down onto my duvet, because I didn't want to wash that this day. I went ahead and I took off the little globe thing that's around my light, like the light bulbs. You can see this was super dirty, but again, I just did a quick dust and it was good to go. So one thing that I wanted to mention when I'm talking about zone cleaning in bedrooms, I have teenage boys. I have a 16-year-old boy and then a 12-year-old boy. So he's not really a teenager yet, but he thinks that he is. So one thing that I do is the week that we are in bedrooms, I have my kids do these same things in their bedrooms. Something that I want my boys to know how to do is how to properly clean things. So they get a list, and I tell them, you're going to, dust your ceiling fan. You're going to dust your blinds. You're going to clean your baseboards. You're going to do blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is that I'm doing, I have them do those same things. You're going to see here in a few minutes that I cleaned my carpets in here. They cleaned their carpets as well. They did it all on the same day, and it is something that they actually enjoy doing, which is great. I also had my youngest son, he wanted to earn some extra screen time. So because I did not zone clean not zone clean. When I was in zone 1, I did not clean my office carpets or my rugs by the front doors. Well, by the front door and then our garage door. I didn't. But this day, because I had the carpet cleaner out, I had my son do those for me. That way he could earn some extra screen time. And like I said, the carpet cleaner was already out. He wanted to earn some screen time, and it was something that I didn't do earlier in the month. So it just made perfect sense. So if you have older kids, you might want to consider letting them do some of these things in their own room. Now, if my kids were younger, I would do these same things in their room. Now, depending on how many bedrooms you have, you may not be able to do every single bedroom every month, and that's okay. You just do the ones that you can for the zone that you're in, and then the next month when you pick it back up, you move on to the next one. As you can see, I've got my Swiffer duster, and I am just going to town dusting all of the things. Okay, so not all the things. I'm not doing surfaces because I do those when I'm doing my weekly home blessing every week. I'm doing the things that I don't do on a weekly basis. I'm doing light fixtures, baseboards, doors, lampshades, things like that. Alright, so dusting all of that took me a whole 9 minutes and 23 seconds. Now right here I am checking off wash pillows. That was something that I did another day this particular week. I don't remember what day of the week this was that I did this, but one day when I was doing some laundry, I did pillows. I didn't film it, but it still got done, and that's really all that matters. So I've still got some more time. This is one of those days that I decided that I had a little extra time to work in here, and while I was at it, I decided to just go ahead and do the carpets. But you could definitely put this off to another day and just, keep your cleaning to just 15 minutes. Sometimes I do 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll work for like 30 minutes. Sometimes if I've got a lot to do, I'll do all of my zone cleaning for the week in 1 hour. It really just depends. I've kind of just decided that I don't have to do it exactly the same way every week. It really depends on what our schedule looks like. It depends on, for me it's a little bit different because I film. Sometimes it makes more sense for me to do all of the zone cleaning at one time just because I'm filming. But so like I said, it just depends, but I never do more than an hour in a week. All right, are y'all ready for this? It took me 19 minutes and 34 seconds to do all of this zone cleaning. That was cleaning blinds, baseboards, carpets, my light fixtures. You guys, that is nuts to me. All right, so we're going to move on to zone 5, which is bathrooms. Now, I've got a few things I'm going to do in each bathroom. You'll see right here, I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to dust light fixtures, and I'm just using a Swiffer again. Like I said, I have found that if I keep up with the Swiffer and do it pretty regularly, I don't have to dust things like really wipe things down like with something damp or something like that. This works pretty good, and so I just like to do it this way. I'm going to do a few things in this bathroom and then also a few things in the other bathroom. So the main thing that I really hope you guys are noticing is that I only zone cleaning a couple of days a week. I'm not even doing this every single day. Now, if my house was dirtier and I had more clutter, I have been there. I have been in those seasons where that was the state of my house. I would definitely need to do this, more than 1 or 2 days a week. There are also times where I could use a day to declutter for 15 minutes. I could do things like that. What I want you guys to see, though, that 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, it adds up. Don't feel like you can't zone clean if you can't commit to doing this every single day. If you can only do this once a week, twice a week, however many times, just do it, because the more you do it, the more you turn it into just like a habit, something that you do. I'm telling you, it really makes a difference. It adds up. Now you'll see, I'm sure as the months go, there will be some months where I get a lot more done and I dedicate more time. But this month, this particular season, this was all the time I had to do, and that's okay. So I have dusted everything off, and now I'm just shaking out my rugs. I'm going to go throw these in the washing machine, and then you're not going to see it in this bathroom. I've already moved to the hall bathroom. I forgot to shake that one out, but I did actually throw it at the washing machine when I was washing the other rugs. So it did get done. You just didn't see it. So in here, I'm doing the same thing. I've got a new Swiffer. I'm wiping down lights, wiping down baseboards, doors, that kind of thing. And then we are going to clean out the linen closet. Now, recently I did a video, not really recently, a while back, I really organized this linen closet really well, and it's actually working great. However, when I was in here the other day getting some laundry, I noticed, actually no, I wasn't getting laundry. It was one of the days that I was getting the carpet cleaner out. I noticed that there was a lot of dust around the baseboards and on the floor in the bottom of the linen closet. So that's why one of the top things I wanted to do this month for zone cleaning was pull everything out and vacuum that out. So you'll see right here, I've got lots of stuff in here. Everything, though, is nice and neat and tidy and organized. It still needs to be dusted, though. So everything comes out, I clean it, and then I put everything back. I'm not sure that the camera is doing the amount of dust and dirt justice, but just know there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of dust. My boys, their laundry hampers go in here, and so, they're boys, they get dirty, and so I think that's the primary reason for all of that dirt and dust down there. But it just takes a few minutes to get it all cleaned up. so this is all the time that I had to work in zone 5 this month, and that's okay, but you can see this is nice and clean now. Here in just a minute, you are going to see I've got everything put back, and this took me less than 10 minutes to do all of this in 2 bathrooms. I hope this gave you some inspiration and it helped you see that zone cleaning doesn't have to be complicated. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys soon.